Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10.
Tauqeer Raza, who called for open communal violence, is still a free man tonight. He's a serial offender who has made controversial remarks. In fact, controversial is an understatement, again and again and again. Here is why he should be punished. He should be arrested. And then we debate.
One day after the bulldozers were brought into Jahangirpuri to remove illegally encroached structures, this is what self-styled cleric Maulana Tauqeer Raza said.
अभी 10 दिन हैं, इन 10 दिनों में अपना तरीक़ाकार दुरुस्त कर लें, वरना हम दिल्ली से इंशाल्लाह ये ऐलान होगा ईद के बाद कि हम देशव्यापी जेल भरो आंदोलन इंशाल्लाह, और उसमें हिंदू मुस्लिम तमाम लोग शामिल होंगे। इस किस्म के अन्याय अगर इस हुकूमत में होते रहे तो इस देशव्यापी जेल भरो आंदोलन को रोकना हुकूमत के बस की बात नहीं। और जिस दिन मुसलमान सड़कों पर आएगा उस दिन फिर किसी के कब्जे में नहीं आने वाला है, ये समझ लिया जाए। तो मैं हुकूमत को चेतावनी देता हूँ, ख़ास तौर से नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार को मैं चेता देना चाहता हूं कि अगर उन्होंने अपने इस तरीक़ेकार को फौरी तौर पर दुरुस्त नहीं किया और उनकी खामोशी, तुम सबके प्रधानमंत्री हो, तुम्हारे मुल्क में इस किस्म की बेईमानी हो रही है और तुम खामोश हो, मूक दर्शक बने हुए, अंधे और बहरे बने हुए, ऐसा लगता है तुम महाभारत के धृतराष्ट्र हो।
Now the Tauqeer Raza confronted by Republic, Tauqeer Raza is trying to justify that comment.
मैं बार बार ये बात कहता हूँ कि आधा सच जो परोसा जाता है वो झूठ से ज़्यादा ख़तरनाक होता है। जुमला पूरा आना चाहिए। मैंने ये कहा था कि मुसलमान सड़कों पर आएगा, गिरफ्तारी देने के लिए हम देशव्यापी जेल भरो आंदोलन चलाएंगे, उसके लिए सड़कों पर आएंगे और तब हम कंट्रोल में नहीं आएंगे। हम गिरफ्तारी देने निकलेंगे तो गिरफ्तारी ही देंगे। हम किसी पर हमला आवर होने के लिए या लड़ाई झगड़ा करने के लिए सड़कों पर नहीं आएंगे।
But making communal speeches is a trend for this Maulana Tauqeer Raza.
जिस दिन मेरा नौजवान मेरे कंट्रोल से बाहर आ गया, जिस दिन मेरा कंट्रोल इन नौजवानों पर से खत्म हो गया, मुझसे बहुत लोग कहते हैं मियां तुम तो बुज़दिल हो गए, तुम तो कुछ करना ही नहीं चाहते, लेकिन मैं कहता हूं कि पहले मैं मरूंगा, बाद में तुम्हारा नंबर आएगा। लगता है अपने हिंदू भाइयों से खास तौर से कह रहा हूं, मुझे उस वक्त से डर लगता है जिस दिन मेरा ये नौजवान कानून अपने हाथ में ले लेगा। जिस दिन ये नौजवान बेकानून हो गया और कानून अपने हाथ में लेने पर मजबूर हो गया तो तुम्हें हिंदुस्तान में कहीं पनाह नहीं मिलेगी।
But could any of it be possible without political support? Possibly not. After all, he's an ally of the Congress party. Clerics across the nation are divided over Tauqeer's partition threat.
देखिए, जिस तरह से ये बिल्डोज़र की राजनीति चल रही है, इसको लेकर के जो तौक़ीर रज़ा साहब ने अपनी पीड़ा बयान की है, उससे मैं 100% सहमत हूँ, क्योंकि ऑन द स्पॉट काम किया जा रहा है। कोर्ट को बालाए ताक रख दिया गया है।
इस तरह की कॉल जो तौक़ीर रज़ा की होती है, उससे मुस्लिम नौजवान, ख़ास तौर से पढ़े लिखे नौजवान रेडिकलाइज़ होते हैं। रेडिकलाइज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है मुस्लिम नौजवानों को। अगर आपके अपने पॉलिटिकल इश्यूज़ हैं, पार्टी ज्वाइन कीजिए, सियासत करना आपका हक है, लेकिन पूरे हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों के लीडर आप नहीं हैं।
But the bigger question tonight is, can Tauqeer get away with it? Or is it time to arrest him? It's a national campaign to act on Tauqeer. Let's debate.
Tuhin Sinha of the BJP, Gulrez Sheikh of the BJP in Madhya Pradesh, Amina Sherwani, social activist, Ishkaran Bhandari, Syed Asad Abbas, Tausif Ahmad Khan, Amrit Shenoy of the Congress Party, former AICC member, and Talha Amir Rashidi, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Ulema Council. इनको तो जल्दी से गिरफ्तार कर देना चाहिए और अंदर रहना चाहिए. He should be kept inside because he's a threat to public order. ये तला अमीर रशीदी, this man wants a riot. This man wants a riot. He says कि मेरे नौजवान सड़कों पे आ जाएंगे, हिंदुओं को रहने के लिए कोई जगह नहीं होगा. Then he also says कि ये बेकाबू हो जाएंगे. And Amrit Shenoy, they also say that ये सड़कों पे आ जाएंगे, कानून अपने हाथ में ले लेंगे. And now he says, what does he not say? क्या आप लोग चुप क्यों हैं? Amrit Shenoy, why don't people like you? No.
Arnab, as a Naujawan, if you allow me to speak, Arnab.
No, we are all Naujawans. But you can speak
You too,
first.
Arnab.
Thank you. Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Go on.
Arnab, if you allow me. Arnab, a very simple
Yes.
message I'd like to say. You know, being an Indian Muslim, the fact of the matter, we need to understand Maulana Tauqeer Raza needs to know that he is not the voice of the Indian Muslim. Maulana Tauqeer Sahab, आप हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं की आवाज नहीं हैं. हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे चलेंगे और हम आपकी बात नहीं मानेंगे.
नहीं भाई, इनको अरेस्ट कर लेना चाहिए ना. See, ऐसे these kind of dangerous people can't be allowed on the streets, no?
Absolutely.
Okay, Ishkaran and
So I'd
Tala.
like to-
First Tala and then Ishkaran. So why are we not? Why is he not arrested? How can any of this be allowed? What's it? Ishkaran and then Tala. Opening the debate. Ishkaran.
Arnab, एक बात देखिए,
Tala, after Ishkaran I'm coming to you.
बार पहले मुझे एक मिनट बोलने दीजिए. Arnab, see the same strategy. बार they talk about जनसंख्या और सड़कों को हम कैसे यूज करेंगे. चिकन्स नेक पे करेंगे. वो आज भी जेल में सड़ रहा है जो चिकन नेक को दबाना चाहता था. चिकन नेक तो दबी नहीं, भारत तो टूटेगा नहीं, पर वो जेल में सड़ रहा है. Same this person now talks about using street power, using street muscle. We saw this in Jahangirpuri, using street power to pelt stones so that Hindu procession cannot happen. Now we heard in the two speeches he's made. मैं खासकर अपने हिंदू भाइयों को बोलना चाहता हूं. We have seen time and again this attempt to use street power, going back to the days of direct action day, coming to Delhi riots, coming to these speeches. He is, I think, in UP, and I do hope Yogi Sarkar will take into account these speeches and fulfill his manokamna of staying in jail.
Absolutely, he should be taught a lesson. Talha, ये क्या है? Always threatening violence against Hindus. हम 15 करोड़ इन पर भारी हो जाएंगे, पुलिस हटा दो, फिर देखो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, सड़कों पे आ जाएंगे, हिंदू कहीं रहने के लायक नहीं रह जाएंगे, भागने के लिए कहीं नहीं जा पाएंगे. What is all this? Huh? What is all this?
Arnab,
Yes.
India is a democratic country and
So anybody
everyone
can
has
say-
the right to speech.
Okay.
Anyone
Okay,
can say
okay,
anything
okay.
under within the prefixes of constitution.
This is
Now,
not
the
within.
thing is
This is
that
not within
when
the.
Yati-
This is not within. This is
when
not
the-
within
when
your
the-
rights to the
let me
constitution.
Draw
Let me
also,
complete,
paint
Arnab, let me
also,
speak, let me
all
speak,
subjects.
let me complete
I can't
the
believe you're
democracy.
supporting him.
Let me
I can't believe you're supporting
Give me 30
Tauqeer.
seconds.
Okay, great.
Give me 30
He's
seconds.
supporting
Don't
Tauqeer.
support
Watch
me.
this,
You can
viewers. Watch.
criticize me.
No,
You
I'll
can
let you
condemn
speak
me, but
because
let
I'm
me complete.
democratic and I believe in 19(1)(a). But Tauqeer doesn't.
I have the right
Yes.
to speech, right? I do have the right to speech in front of you, right? As
Yeah,
a
you do.
citizen of India. No, when Yati Narsinganand can say anything and get away,
Doing.
when Kapil Mishra can say anything and get away,
You are
when
competing.
Raj Thackeray can say anything and get away, when Suresh Chauhan can say anything and get away, then why should Maulana Tauqeer Raza not have some fun? Let him have some fun. If there's law, the law should take its course on everyone. There should be equal action against everyone. And now the other thing is that, what is the mens rea behind Tauqeer Raza's speech? What
Arnab,
are his
can I come in
intentions?
over here
How
now?
can you
Arnab,
define his
Maulana-
intentions? Does he want to instigate a communal riot? Was his speech inflammatory?
Arnab,
Yes.
Let the
Maulana
police, let the
Tauqeer
investigative agencies
represents
decide on
a
that.
small
Then
group
they will
of
act. Then
retrograde
they will act.
jihadis who are
How can
constantly
you,
at
how
war
can you
with
be
India.
A judge? How can you decide what is happening, what he meant to say, what was his intentions?
Okay, I'll only tell you this. 1 minute. Tuhin will respond.
Fair
I have
enough.
5 seconds.
Arnab.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let me
Tuhin, go on.
come
Go
in
on.
over
Go on.
here.
Tuhin, go on.
Arnab, Maulana Tauqeer represents a small group of retrograde jihadis who are constantly at war with India. Rest assured, he's on the radar. When I say he's on the radar, it's a matter of time before he's packed into the jail like some of his colleagues. 2,300 people have been rotting in jail for the Delhi riots, and most of them have not managed to get bail. So that should be indication enough that how sternly we deal with such rogues. But having said that, let me say this, that he enjoys tacit, or if not tacit, very overt support of the Congress party, which is a matter of grave concern for the country. The moment he made some very inflammatory remarks 2 months ago on the eve of Uttarakhand elections, he was lapped up by the Congress party. Ajay Maken immediately did a press conference with him where the collaboration between the two was announced. Rashid Khan, a sitting MLA of the Congress in Telangana, had demanded beheading of Jitendra Tyagi. Not a single responsible Congress leader condemned him.
Your MLA in Telangana.
Responsible for
Would you
Karoli
like to say
violence
something about Raja Singh, your MLA from Goswami?
Please don't interfere. Altoof is still absconding, and the Rajasthan government has not acted against him. So unfortunately, today such elements enjoy full backing of the Congress party, but rest assured he will soon rot in jail like the 2,300 plus people who have been involved in Delhi riots and who have not managed to get bail.
Of course, it's a riot threat. Question being, Gulrez is on the debate. Gulrez and Amit Shenoy. Gulrez of the BJP and Amrit Shenoy. I'll come to everyone, just come to you. Of course, it's a riot threat. He's threatening a riot. You have any doubt, Amrit? Is he not threatening a riot? Your party, man. After all, he's from your party, no? You have supported him. Which means, Amrit, can you hear me? Amrit Shenoy? Before I come to you, Gulrez. Amrit Shenoy, can you hear me?
Yeah,
you see, your party has adopted this person. And your party is therefore supporting this, and therefore, since your party is the party which has propelled him into political prominence, so Priyanka Vadra brought him into the party, I think, or got him to support the party during the Uttar Pradesh elections.
Yes.
And therefore, your party must take responsibility when he's threatening, riots against Hindus, political violence against Hindus, right, Amrit? Do you disagree with me? Isn't the Congress party responsible, therefore, for what he's saying now?
Whoever instigates for any kind of riots, irrespective of his religious background, government is at liberty to arrest him or take legal action on them. Congress will not stop.
But what action Congress party is taking this turn? Sir, the government will do its own task. Government is going to do its own work, and everybody will see it. But what action Congress party is taking? Have you ever done any?
Government
have you ever sent him any?
Gulrez.
Have you taken any disciplinary action against him? See, he is a veiled Maulana, but he is a real congressman. He is a Congress neta, and he should be booked. He will be booked definitely by the government of Uttar Pradesh, but he should also be brought to books by the Congress party and your high command, because it was the high command, it is Priyanka Robert Vadra, who brought him in the fold of the party. So you have some responsibility. If you are bringing parachuting such people in your party, then onus lies upon you. You should bring that to the books.
Absolutely. Why don't you disown him? Why don't you disown him, Amrit Shenoy? Disown him, throw him out and say that we are embarrassed.
No, at least send show cause notice.
In fact, you don't even learn. I don't want to make it political, but what is the person said out here? Tausif Ahmad Khan, the person has said, and the following words: the day a Muslim, I repeat, Amina Shawani, these are his words. The day a Muslim will come onto the streets, the day I lose my control over these Muslim youngsters, Hindus will have nowhere to live in this country. These are the exact words. Am I wrong? Tausif, are these not the exact words, Tausif? Is that not a call for a riot, Tausif? Is that not a call for a riot, Tausif?
What is this man Tauqeer trying to say? Is he trying to say that the Muslim youth is a bunch of circus and he's their ringmaster? Is he trying to say that Muslim boys have a Pavlovian response, he'll blow a whistle, and Muslim boys...
Amina first, Amina, louder.
Lunatic man who does not know what he is speaking?
because India is a country of Gandhi.
I mean, I would like to know, is he trying to tell us that Muslim boys are mindless morons who will obey this old man? They will do as he says, he will whistle and they will jump. Are they dogs? Do they have Pavlovian responses to this man? Has he controlled them? Has he given them some drugs? What is he trying to imply? Let me assure you, the Muslim youth wants to be part of the mainstream. The Muslim youth wants to be part of this country, and it is a part of this country. It will not listen to these old men.
No, but then we have to teach a lesson. Tausif, yes, Tausif. What are you saying, Tausif? Should he not be arrested?
I am saying that India is a country of Mahatma Gandhi, who taught us that eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. And therefore, if someone from other side gives a threat of violence, it is not proper that from this side also a threat of violence must be given. Although it may be a result of some frustration, but that is wrong to do. Therefore, we have a police, we have administration, we have court, and we have a justice system.
Of violence.
And we
I'm
must
sorry, but
let the law take its course.
Instead of retorting in only rhetoric.
No, one minute.
These are only rhetoric.
No. I don't think. Tausif. I mean, can we not speak over each other? Tausif, can I say something to you?
This is not
Tausif.
He will be treated
One
with
minute.
the process of the law.
Amina, please. Anand, can we have the audio perfectly done, please? Thank you. I'm just Tausif. No, see, I can't hear this. Anand, can we please? Yeah. See, the thing is, the Tauqeer Raza has warned the Prime Minister about a jail bharo andolan. Okay? I am also saying jail bharo. Okay? But I am saying Tauqeer or Tauqeer जैसे लोगों के साथ जेल भरो. तला अमीर रशीदी तोहिन सिन्हा लिमिट पार हो चुकी है.
Jail bharo is a way of protect taught by Mahatma Gandhi to the people of India.
Whether it's inflammatory or instigating, how can you decide that? Let the
I can't hear two voices together. Anand, you'll have to do this one.
How can you decide on that? Let the law take its course.
इनकी जमात बढ़ती जा रही है. You know, it is so amusing that two educated young Muslims on the show have to employ so many ifs and buts and yet shy away from unequivocally condemning a jihadi comment. This is the crux of the problem.
What a shame!
One fanboy on the show, one fanboy of Tauqeer is virtually condoned his comments, justified it by employing all kinds of
Telangana. What do you have to say about Raja Singh?
This whataboutery by seemingly, this whataboutery by seeming. You're talking about Raja Singh, Mamata Banerjee, the CM in that state. Mamata Banerjee, who does not leave even innocents. Why is she not acting against him?
I'm talking about Raja Singh.
You know, these people on your show who are employing all kinds of chicanery, all kinds of ifs and buts to very surreptitiously condone the comments of Maulana Tauqeer today are equally a big problem. Arnab, you need to understand there is a very big nexus building up over here. Jamaat-e Ulema-e-Hind. Jamaat Ulema-e Hind, the same organization which had actually come to the defense of those terrorists who were convicted in the Ahmedabad blast case, were the first people to come to the defense of Jahangir. So do they know something which we are not privy to? Asaduddin, Jamaat-e Ulema-e-Hind, this Maulana Tauqeer, all of them form a nexus which is the new Muslim League. They are behaving in a very similar manner to what was happening between 2019
you can make him
and
make her an MP.
They want
You can make her an
mini
MP.
Pakistans in India. They want to sow the seeds of a second partition. They want to sow the seeds of a second partition, and they have some sort of an agenda.
Oh, come on. We have chosen India. We are Indian by choice. We are Indian by choice. So please, spare this part of your lecture. Do you have to say something about Anurag Thakur? What's your opinion about Anurag Thakur?
Ifs and buts?
What's your opinion about Anurag Thakur?
Are you Gaddar? He talked about Gaddar.
What's your
when
opinion about
somebody says Goli Maro Gaddar, are you assuming that you are Gaddar? Are you assuming that you are Gaddar?
What was his intention?
He is directly invoking the Muslim community to break law. Here he is directly invoking the Muslim.
He asked a question there. You asked a question. Tala, can I answer your question? Tala, can I answer your question? Tala, can I answer your question, please? Tala, I'm saying something to you. I'm saying something to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, please don't speak over me. We have Amina. Amina is saying. Amina is saying something. 1 second. Amina, can I take a minute, please? Yeah.
I said I have no fear of Anurag Thakur's goalies because I am not a Gaddar. I have zero fear of his goalies. They're going to bounce off me.
Yeah.
मैं फौलादी patriotic औरत हूँ. कोई भी गोली आएगी अगर गलती से भी मेरी तरफ, it will bounce off. So Anurag Thakur's goalies does not scare me one bit. Why does it scare anybody? Why does it scare anybody who is not a Gaddar? Why is it scaring them? I don't understand this.
I don't think. I'll add one point. I'll add one point to that.
Gaddars, we put them through due process of law.
No.
In India, even the Gaddars are put through due process of law. We are not a banana republic.
Exactly.
So Anurag should not have said what he said.
So I'm telling you about the process of law. I'll tell you about the process of law. If I can come in finally on the debate, I'll tell you about the process of law. You said, what is your view on Anurag Thakur? I'll say something and then I'll come out to the question of process of law. Anurag Thakur is a young leader of the BJP who is presently the union minister in the Modi government, doing a pretty fine job. That's my view on Anurag Thakur. Now, answering the question on process of law. Answering the question of process of law. Answering the question of process of law. Tala, process of law pe aa raha hu. Process of law. Process of law is this. See, bahut ho gayi baat. I'll tell you one thing. Please, 1 minute. 1 minute, yeah. 1 minute. Now, please, you'll have to stop at that point. Please. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Question being, Ishkaran, he talks about process of law. I believe the law must be applied. And we have a law. And the law, and please don't speak over me. The law is called the National Security Act. And ladies and gentlemen, I appeal to the governments to immediately use Section 3 of the National Security Act because Tauqeer Raza is threatening and is likely to continue to further threaten the sovereignty and integrity of the country. And I also think that Section 153 be handing over to you of the Indian Penal Code, which is making assertions prejudicial to national integration, should immediately be applied against him. And in fact, he is causing a riot. So Section 153 of the IPC is absolutely relevant in his case. The man should be locked up. Locked up immediately. I think the people of the country agree with me. No, I put this to the test today, viewers. Do you agree with me or not? Tell me using the hashtag arrest Tauqeer, and I will use some of your comments right now, right here on the debate. Ishkaran.
Would you appeal the same for Yatin?
Arnab, unfortunately, Arnab, we are seeing a pattern. You have spoken enough. Let other people also speak. Arnab, we are seeing a pattern going on from tukde to chicken's neck to what Umar Khalid said. If the policing action had been taken on Umar Khalid on time, on this Sharjeel chicken next on time, then we would have saved a lot of lives and a lot of devastation. Same with this gentleman speaking here, who is actively threatening people, actively saying that I will use street power. That goes from free speech to call for violence. There is a difference between criticism, free speech, and an active call for violence. These speeches which are calling for violence, these speeches which are talking about muscle power or street power, they need to be clamped down. Our nation has gone through enough suffering based on riots. We cannot have more provocative speeches leading to riots, and for that we need to take preventive action. And I think India would agree with preventive action to prevent riots now.
I think Amrit Shenoy, if you don't mind, can I tell you something, Amrit Shenoy, since you're a Congress leader and you have been a former member of the All India Congress Committee. Mr. Shenoy, can I say one thing to you? Mr. Shenoy, can I hear you? Can you hear me? Mr. Shenoy, can you hear me? Mr. Shenoy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to ask you a question. And in fact, I have a suggestion for you. I think you should quit. I think you should quit the Vadra Congress immediately in protest against Priyanka Vadra's continuing silence on Tauqeer Raza, who she was promoting. You should quit. you should quit the party immediately on this very issue.
I thought I am here to talk.
You are here to talk, but
I came here to talk.
Yes, you are.
Not to take your advice, I think.
No, but my advice is for you because people are also asking.
I also suggest something.
Tell me, what do you suggest?
No. It only some people which you feel. Anurag Thakur, you told about Anurag Thakur, and you did not mention about his provocation. What
was the provocation he said?
He did Goli Maro.
What was the? No, he didn't say Goli Maro. He didn't say. He didn't say. He did not say it. He did not say it. He did not say it. He said देश के गद्दारों को 1 minute. No, he did not say it. He did not say it. He did not say this is your fiction. He did not say it. Don't lie. He did not. He said देश के गद्दारों को whatever was said by the crowd. He did not say it. He did not say it. Tuhin can clarify on this. He didn't say it. You want him to say it. No, you are lying. You are lying. No, you are lying. No, you are lying. No, you are lying. No, you are lying. Tuhin is responding.
Arnab, let me make a larger point over here.
No, you respond.
Arnab, let me make a larger point over here. Make a larger point over here. I will tell you exactly why the Congress will never take a stand against people like Tauqeer. The day they take a stand against people like Tauqeer, Rahul Gandhi will lose his Wayanad constituency. The only place which is helping him survive in politics. You look at the pattern of the Congress party. Last year, they struck 3 very obnoxious alliances. Indian Secular Front in Bengal, Badruddin in Assam, and IUML and SDPI in the south. This is the truth of the Congress party today. If they dare speak against people like Maulana Tauqeer, Rahul Gandhi's only hope of survival by retaining Wayanad will be over.
Absolutely, the point being made here. But I think, Sting, a lot of viewers asking for the arrest of Tauqeer.
So many people belong to the organizations belong to the BJP, leaders of the organization belonging to the BJP, they are on daily basis provocating in Karnataka. BJP government is silent on them.
Law process follows its own process of law. Eventually, there were people who were arrested in Uttarakhand for the hate speech, and they were Hindus.
No. Congress party's stand is Congress party condemns all kinds of provocation.
Amina back on the debate. Amina back on the debate, and Srinivas Kulka 9 says this man should be immediately arrested because before he may create a riotous atmosphere in the country. Krishna Patel 910 says Tauqeer should be arrested immediately. He's a threat to the peace of the nation. A lot of people commenting on it. And Prabir Chak says, how is this being overlooked by the law enforcement agencies? How dare they? And these are all relevant questions. This is the way the people of the country think. Do you understand that, Syed? Abbas.
Mr. Shinoy, he is not the owner of that party.
Yes, Gulrez.
Rahul and Priyanka.
Gulrez ji, मैं आपको सुनूंगा. Kindly listen to me. You know, Tuhin Sinha beautifully made these points. I know, but this is tough difference here, Arnab. As I come on your show and I give you the reference that, of course, no one in the right mind will support a Maulana Tauqeer Raza. But the fact of the matter here is, I on your show condemn this. But my good friend Gulrez Sheikh or Tauqeer Khan or Tauqeer Raza will never do this. Why? They will come out in the support of everybody who gives a hate speech. That is the reason. Gulrez मेरे भाई, मेरे फैक्ट्स पे बुलडोज मत कीजिए. पता है बुलडोज सरकार है आपकी, बट सुनने का एक साहस रखिए. सुनने का साहस रखिए. The fact of the matter, we need to understand. I speak as an Indian youth, Indian Muslim, that I do not subscribe to you. I do not subscribe to 100 crore banam 25 crore.
Syed and Amina.
But Arnab, can I be allowed to speak? Arnab, this is not fair. No. I heard my good friends of the BJP. Allow me to.
No, I'm just asking.
Why does the Congress keep doing self-goals?
It pains me tremendously to see the Congress making so many self-goals. Amina ji, I know you're trying to contest on a ticket of BJP, but don't worry. But I wish you luck on that.
Yes, I'm not at all trying to contest on any ticket.
You need to understand and calm down on your language. You're calling certain youth of a section of society as dogs and mindless morons. That kind of language does not suit you. I think the kind of things which are running in your mind, you're taking it out. We need to understand here,
Arnab. Who will be happy to join your party. You don't have to go to these Maulanas. There are integrated Muslims Muslims who
and
belong to
condemn
India, who love
anybody
India, who work
who's
for
trying to
India,
make a hate speech,
they are
be it a
ready
BJP
to join
or a
the
Congress,
but the
because we
Congress
need to
will not
understand
stop
the
chasing
right
the
way to
mullahs.
go ahead.
No.
The
is
Congress
using the
will
right
not
law.
stop doing self-goals. Why is the Congress
Can I be
I'll
allowed
tell you.
30 seconds of
Viewers,
silence to make my point?
Syed Abbas, 1 minute. Syed Abbas, 1 minute. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Support you.
Let's put some
Why do you
perspective.
think these mullahs hold our votes? Why do you think we
allow me,
listen
so
to
now-
these
Let's put
mullahs?
some
We
perspective
don't.
in this, viewers.
Muslims are independent.
and-
Many of them are thinking for themselves.
So Arnab, can I answer?
No, you wait, you wait. You don't answer. I want to say
And all
something.
Muslims will fall into their laps.
I want to say something.
This is a
viewers.
huge
Just one,
mistake the
please.
Congress makes time and again.
Well, leave the Congress
you're
party
fair.
aside. I want to
Allow me
make a point, and I please will not ask you to be quiet once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Tauqeer has to be arrested. If Tauqeer is not arrested, then what are the consequences, Ishkaran? If Tauqeer is not arrested, then we are actually saying that in this country you should incite a riot and get away with it. It's as simple as that. And people are asking here, it's become fashionable, anything that any Tauqeer or any of these people do. The question is why, what is your position on Yati, what is his name? Yati Narsinghanand. For God's sake, I tell these people, Tala, listen, because what I'm about to say to you right now will make you keep quiet for the rest of the debate. Ishkaran, tell Talha today, tell him that Yati Narsinghanand was arrested after he said what he said.
And spent a kind of time in jail.
Yes.
He said.
No, 1 minute. The government arrested him. Later, the courts granted him bail. The courts are not Hindutva. 1 minute, Tala, don't speak in that uninformed manner. Then they say to me, Tala, what about other people like Kalicharan, what is it? Kalicharan Maharaj, unknown fellow, suddenly says, I'm a Hindu, great Hindu leader. I don't know who made him a leader, but what happened to him? What happened to Kalicharan? Ishkaran, tell him, Kalicharan got arrested. They say, oh, your government likes Godse, and it's your government too. But when he praised Godse, he was arrested.
You want NSA be implemented on Tauqeer Raza, but you won't appeal NSA to be
I'm
implemented.
very happy if I am telling you implement NSA on these people also. Implement NSA. No, why he tried to equalize it? You're nervous.
The law should be equal for everyone.
Of course, the law is equal to everyone. At least start by arresting Tauqeer. Arrest Tauqeer, I say. Ladies and gentlemen, we must come together to get this man arrested. Yes. We must come together to get this man arrested.
If he has done something illegal, let the investigative agencies decode his speech, let them go through it and get him arrested. The action should be taken against him. But let them go through it. You cannot appeal it for his arrest.
Arnab, the problem with these, yes, thank you. Arnab, the problem is very clear. When anybody gets arrested but gets bail from court, they will immediately start casting aspersions at the court. If a demolition is stopped by the Supreme Court, then the Supreme Court is good. But if the Ram Mandir judgment is given by the Supreme Court, they will start having objections. Same here. When people are in jail because of speeches in which they are asking for sedition, in which they are asking for partition of India, in which they are threatening riots on the street, in which they are talking about muscle power, then those people are inciting violence. They are calling for violence, or not only ordinary violence, they are talking for violence which will divide India. Those people you have to take action on, and that is the reality they want to escape from. It's not the sad part that that old man is speaking all this. The sad part is that except one person, there are people on this debate defending him. There are people on this debate doing whataboutery. There are people on this debate who do not unequivocally say that these speeches are wrong, these speeches should be punished. That is the tragedy.
Do they acknowledge when they have such a problem with Yogi? Now their latest problem is with Yogi. They see Yogi everywhere. They see Yogi in their nightmares. I wonder why. Why does Yogi come in your nightmares? Question being, look at the way in which Yogi has implemented law and order. I'll give you one example. 4 alleged members of the Hindu Jagran Manch, Tuhin and Tawfiq, please pay attention, youth wing, they waved saffron flags in the premises of the Taj Mahal. What happened? They were arrested. But they have a problem with Yogi. That's called application of the law. You understand, Tausif? Yati Narsinganand, arrested. People who wave saffron flags in Taj Mahal, arrested. Kali Charan Maharaj, arrested.
They have a problem with strong leaders.
They have a problem.
They want complicit, compromised people like Arvind Kejriwal.
One more chap from Delhi, one more chap from Delhi is still a minister, and Anurag Mishra is still a minister.
Anurag Thakur, get the name right.
Anyway, yes, Kapil Mishra and Anurag Thakur is what I'm talking about.
But you're drawing up a false equivalence.
No action taken against them.
You are drawing up a false equivalence unless you are accepting
it is not a false equivalence.
That the comments were made for you.
No, just because someone is a minister, someone holds a ministerial position in BJP should be spared is not fair treatment. If you're taking action against people like Swati Yati Narsinganand and sparing Kapil Mishra and Anurag Thakur, that's unfair treatment. Anyway,
do we have those videos? Do we have those videos of Anurag Thakur? This is a false equivalence which you are drawing. Rather, you should be worried about Mamata Banerjee's comments defending, very frivolous comments when a girl gets raped.
Against one, then the other must not retort with the same threat of violence.
I don't know, but I just feel the arrest of Tauqeer has been delayed for too long. It's a matter of time. We should move on that. And ladies and gentlemen,